Why are you staying with marijuana if you're pregnant?
Well, no, I haven't smoked in the last couple of days, but
Don't worry about my time. I don't know why everybody seems to be worried about my time. This is what I do for a living. I'm not worried about the time.
Yeah,
Let me just say this before we go on. I have no choice but to revoke her 7411 status and enter the conviction. Now I'm going to re-sentence her. I'm going to listen to whatever you have to say. Case 24B1475557B.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Graziani here. We have Amber Lynn McKees. Ms. McKees, to my left. Please identify yourself.
What is she going to do on this?
Judge, she intends to plead guilty of the
Is that right, ma'am?
yes, sir.
That's what you want to do?
Yes,
If you plead guilty here, since you've absconded, you could get the 90 days. You understand that?
I do.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today?
Yes.
I'm gonna need just, pending for Jessica on this.
Jessica's out.
Yeah, I know. So just tell them whoever's available, probably. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that? All right. To the charge to be able to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for marijuana on October 16 to 25. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you test positive for marijuana on October 16 of 25?
Yes.
Had you consumed marijuana, say within a week preceding that date?
Yes.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Your plea is accepted to that charge. There's only one count. You only had 2 prior technicals, but again, because this was an absconding, she could get
Understood.
90 days. All right, let me check something here before we're going to get probation in here. What kind of controlled substance was that again? It's not on the citation. Why didn't she show up here? Can you tell me?
Judge, she became nervous and overwhelmed. I had a good deal of time talking with her, and she has tremendous responsibilities. She is the mother of 5 children, and she lives.
Are you married? Is she married?
She is not married. She is living with her fiance. She's essentially a stay-at-home mom.
How many children have you had by how many?
It's just 5 children with this gentleman. So,
Okay, you just haven't been married,
Yeah.
but you live with her.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Steve.
who gets married anyway these days? Although I believe
I'm waiting on.
I'm taking the fifth.
I'm gonna does.
I'm not waiting.
No, but no.
All right.
She suffers from schizophrenia, PTSD, severe anxiety, major depression, or manic depression, and she's overwhelmed, and she doesn't didn't have the courage to show up. And again, this is a situation where we're asking for mercy, Judge. She has been taking steps to take care of her mental health. She sees a therapist 2 times a month, in addition to a psychiatrist that's obviously taking her medications. And we're asking, in lieu of any jail time, that she be given additional probation. It's my understanding that she has a separate charge that arose Flat Rock, which was public intoxication. No, it was originally public intoxication. It was reduced to disorderly.
I think so.
Okay, it appears it was reduced to disorderly. That's a non-reporting probation, and anything that's given, Judge, I hope coincides with that separate charge.
Ms. What's your name?
That's the probation, Your Honor.
Anything you'd like to say, ma'am?
I am looking.
No, I was asking her for.
Oh, sorry, Judge.
Just, I apologize for waiting for its time by not showing up and truly apologize.
What had she done and not done?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm looking at Miss O'Donnell's notes. She did complete 34 total hours of community service. I believe she was given additional hours of community service for her first violation, which was a positive chemical test as well. There's proof that she attended some treatment, but not completion. So there is at least progress towards treatment, but again, no completion. Testing is kind of what you see there, Your Honor, as far as her being violated with a confirmed positive on this violation and a prior violation as well. I'm not sure if monies have been paid. The last communication that Ms. O'Donnell had with her was back in September of 25. before, I think Ms. Matisse absconded. And I did not have a chance to look, but there is a note here that she was sentenced on that new charge in Judge Hessen's case on the public intox, but I did not get a chance to see what those terms and conditions were.
Okay,
Judge, she does owe money, but she has indicated to me that she's completed, that other program, the counseling.
who's Jerry Knudsen?
thank you, Dan.
He posted, first of all, I need a first page of a register. And can you pull on? Yeah, but you never showed up on a case out of, Taylor, an assault case that emanated from January, that, let's see, I don't know when it occurred, but
Yeah, I didn't.
hang on one second. You got a warrant out of Taylor since January, I'm sorry, since Lincoln Pud, since January 12, 26 on an assault case, simple assault.
Judge, I was not aware of it, sir.
That was.
That was what?
Did you have that charge?
You didn't show up and you got a warrant out for your arrest.
I'm trying to figure everything out. I called up there and they gave me the walk-in days that I can come in and do. To go figure that one out.
Take care of it.
Take care of like everything that I've been trying to do is to take care of everything. So I'm looking away from my 5 kids because I'm the only person that can take care of them. The dad has to work so he can make the money to take care of them. They don't have like a.
Judge, very briefly,
Let me just say this before we go on. I have no choice but to revoke her 7411 status and enter the conviction. Now I'm going to re-sentence her. I'm going to listen to whatever you have to say.
Judge, this is, like I said, I get where you're coming from. However, and I mentioned, however, this young lady has so many issues that have to be addressed, and she needs more extensive counseling with responsible medications. I ask that you continue the 7411 status, Judge, because again, she's been overwhelmed. She had in addition to all the issues she's gone through, she had a mental breakdown in the past 6 months, which when her husband was off of work, she went to live at a motel just to get away from all the stuff for about a week. So I hope you understand what she's going through emotionally. Again, she was wrong for what she did, but at the same time, there's extenuating circumstances. I mean, she's 28 years old, has 5 children, and is balancing. What a tremendous balancing act, Judge. That's all I'm asking for. And obviously, no judgment, sir.
Glad you got that in there.
I mean, that takes full responsibility for all my wrongdoings. I'm just trying to make it right now. And I'm sorry that I wasted your time. I'm not coming in.
I don't worry about my time. I don't know why everybody seems to be worried about my time. This is what I do for a living. I'm not worried about the time. How many hours of community service has she done?
She's complete 34.
It shows a concerted effort to try to take care of things, Judge.
So if I send you for a drug test right today, right now, what am I going to see?
Just my prescription from the.
There's going to be nothing other than that's which has been prescribed by a physician.
Yes, ma'am.
But she did indicate the marijuana, Judge.
Why are you staying with marijuana if you're pregnant?
Well, no, I haven't smoked in the last couple of days, but
When did you come down pregnant?
I just found out like 2 days ago. I miss him. And I'm TMI.
I don't need to get too in depth on this, okay?
There's nothing like that would be what I felt. But I do not have the money to take the drug test.
What's your husband do? I'm sorry, your father.
He does construction.
Sounds like he's on the labor's council with the highway for the judge.
Yeah, we just have to pay it without a DTE, so no, I don't have the money today, we'll just pay it. I'm sorry.
I don't want to get too in depth. Did you go to a mental health facility?
She did not go into a mental health facility. a friend of hers suggested that she go get away, not to do anything stupid, but to get away like a lot of people need to when they're having a heck of a difficult.
How long were you in this hotel?
For like,
What did you do when you were in the hotel?
I just relaxed and like tried to figure out my life, you know, like I relaxed, like trying to get in my head, you know, I get overstimulated really easily. Just rather say the one part.
She's overwhelmed, Judge.
I don't need you to go into any more depth.
My schizophrenia was back up with that. That's as far as I tried to go with.
Why aren't you getting yourself some mental health treatment?
I do. I work with a therapist twice a week, and I go to a psychiatrist once a month. I mean, not twice a month, and then I go to a psychiatrist once a month.
How long you been doing that?
For the past, I did ice cream, but I got for but it's only I quit for like a year. Then I thought I made something better, but it obviously made myself worse, and I started writing. But so far, I've done therapy for like 4 years.
And how long, are you telling me consistently you've been at it 3 times a month between the two?
Yeah, it's just really.
When's the last time you went to either one of them?
This my psychiatrist, I just seen him on the 8th, and my therapist, I just seen her on the May 22nd.
What is that? I don't know what that was.
Sounds like a train, another train.
I think it was.
I'm gonna still revoke her status.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm gonna give you 4 days jail. I'm gonna give you credit for 4. You gotta promise me you're gonna keep going to those 2 though, okay?
Going to
Yeah, the mental health treatment and your psychiatrist.
100 people swear for sure.
You gotta get your life in order, okay?
I
All right, that's it. I'm closing the case. You can tell your father of your children, I gotta think this through again. They changed everything. I think they get the whole thing back, Heather. Mr. Newsom will. I don't know. You know, it used to be 10%, and they changed that, and there are never enough changes. I just give them all the money back. I don't think we're supposed to keep any of that. Okay? So you could tell the father to call up to the court, and he can dial extension. What's yours, Heather? 234 or what is it?
228.
671-0201. Can you write that down for her?
I am, Judge.
Extension 228. He can talk to Heather, and she'll tell him how to go about getting this.
Judge,
Okay?
thank you so much, sir.
Good luck. Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.